Hi guys, welcome back. Greetings from early spring in Melbourne. I brought out most of the tropicals, well maybe half the tropicals from the pergola greenhouse, and I'm trying to do this as quick as I can before the shade, see the shade? It's gonna go right over them in the next 10 minutes. So I gotta get cracking. So there's two reasons I brought them out today. One is the sun. Although some of them don't like the sun, well, guess what? It's only 19. So 19 is not gonna be too much of a problem for the sooks when it comes to direct sun, especially where they come from. They come from a constant 30 Celsius all year round, right? In their comfortable shaded area. So none of these trees here have been in the sun in 6 months, except for a couple of weeks ago when I brought them out, remember? And I put them up there. Well, that's the first reason they're out, to get some sun. The second reason is it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain like heck for 5 to 6 days straight, starting on Tuesday night all the way to next Sunday, right? So I want them to get some rain. Again, they haven't had any rainfall in 6 months. They've only had my little watering can of chlorinated city water. So they're going to really appreciate everything from the heavens. So quickly here we have a chacha, or a chacha chairu, which I received a few weeks ago, about a month ago now. These guys here were in such terrible pots. When I pulled them out, they wouldn't come for the transplant, and all 4 of them got ripped out and lost a lot of roots. And I heard that achacha doesn't like that. Well, good news, they all survived. Whew! And that was luck. That was lucky. I don't know why Dailies ships them root bound like that. It's not the first time it's happened, Dailies. The achacha were root bound like heck. They came in pots like this, exactly like this one here. And what I should have done was I should have just smashed the bottom, right? But I wanted to save the pot and lose the tree. How dumb is that? Sometimes I'm not 100% here, guys. I wanted to save this 50-cent pot and lose my Amazon tree. But anyway, I was lucky and they survived. Next we have the Mamey Sapote seedlings, which, believe it or not, germinated in the greenhouse over, well, this one, the bigger one, that germinated last, at the end of summer, around February 21. And this little guy here, little brother, believe it or not, he germinated in June or July, which is the middle of winter in Australia. How crazy is that? Huh? It's unheard of in a mild, temperate climate. And there I've got some, hang on, let me look, I can't remember. All right, Sapodia seedlings, or seeds that I germinated. They're doing pretty good. And back there is what does that say? Egg fruit, canistel, which I also germinated from seed. So yeah, they're loving it out here, just like I am. Hi guys, what a great day. Then I've got the soursop, which some of you say are not soursop, they're kaimito. Well, we'll find out soon. They sure do look like star apple, don't they? But they don't have the golden color underneath. You know how they're golden underneath, or brown? These are green on both sides, so we'll find out soon. Then in here we have the wampy, also germinated from seed. These are doing really well. Unmistakably wampy. See that new growth there? These are all from seed. Extremely healthy. And I've got these ones here which are, let me go on the other side. Yeah, gurumichama. And all this fluff you see here on all the trees, that's the fertilizer pellets. I gave all these guys over the last 2 weeks, but because there's no rain in the greenhouse and I'm not going to water them, overwater them, right? I don't want them to get what's the word? I don't want them to get root rot. I just leave them unwatered because they're pretty damp. The soil is very damp, so I don't want to keep watering to get this fluff away, whatever that fluff is from the fertilizer. So with this rain that's coming tomorrow night, that'll take care of business. Okay, now on the ground I've got a mixture of trees. I should put a sign here saying Dailies. Stop. Dailies Nursery, Melbourne. Okay, they're a mixed bag. And you've seen most of these. These are, well, a few of them I just received in September. And the rest I received last summer and autumn. Which, for our American friends, that means early 2021. Okay, so we got the blackberry jam fruit, which I got only a couple of weeks ago. I'm really wrapped about that. This one is not a Dailies though, that's from Ross Creek's Tropicals. And it's really healthy. I'll be showing these trees up close individually in due time. Today we have 30 trees to cover in hopefully under 10 minutes. This here is the peanut butter, right? The one I showed you recently that had bites everywhere. Like bitten to smithereens. But it's coming good. It's coming good. Then we have this guy here, which is the pitomba. He survived pretty well in the greenhouse. By the way, these are all greenhouse, from the greenhouse. Overwintered in the greenhouse. Then we have, surprise, surprise, the most frost intolerant plant here, which is the purple mangosteen. Right, there you go. Let's see if I can focus on that. That's my pride and joy here. I don't see this ever fruiting, of course, and you can see all the damage from winter. See that whopping slap from the cold? Yeah, on all the leaves. And that was right above the, well, I had this in the house since April, right? The end of April, which is mid-autumn in Australia. And last week I decided to bring it out into the pergola greenhouse and put it just above the greenhouse heater. And this new growth here came over winter, believe it or not. At the end of autumn and through winter, it got that. Look at that. Cool, huh? That's the only activity in 6 months. Okay, the sun is got a cloud in front of it now. You can probably see it better. Sometimes the videos are better during cloudy times rather than sunny. So that's the Pride and Joy purple mangosteen. Survived splendidly, mainly in the house, in dry heating. No humidity at all in the house over winter, 0. So it didn't mind that much. Next is another recent arrival, the sweet tamarind, which was very hard to find. I've been waiting for this 3 years. Right, and it's a nice size, not huge, but satisfactory in my opinion. Then we have the Hugh Longan, which is going to appreciate being outdoors. These guys belong indoors, not in greenhouses. And then we have the little miracle fruit. Wow, miracle berry. Right, that survived in the greenhouse too. But it's really, what's the word? Dry. Can you hear it? It's not lush. It doesn't have that lush feel or sound. So the leaves are not the best, But it's not all bad news, because it's getting new growth. Tiny, tiny new growth. We're gonna need a microscope. Where are we? Right there. See that? Yeah, I told you, microscope. And oh man, this doesn't look good in there. But trust me, there's new growth in about 4 or 5 different points. Yeah, but anyway, the miracle fruit, miracle berry has survived. That's what's important. Now we can get on to resuming growth in spring and summer. Next, this guy here, the Mexican custard apple, which flipped out on me and lost all its leaves in the greenhouse. It's coming back slowly. And another one here is the white cherry moya, which I received recently. We're gonna go quickly through these. That's already wow, that's already flowering. And not only that, looks like it's set fruit. Wait a minute, am I imagining this? Oh man, come on, come on, come on. I just noticed it looks like it's set fruit there. Is that right? Yeah. Gee. What about this side here? No. So I've just received this like 2 weeks ago, and it's already fruiting. Amazing. Then we have the crisp seedling jackfruit, which didn't do well at all. I've had this guy for 2 years, and he's only got 2 leaves. Jackfruit is a true pain here. A true pain. Even this is under full protection, mind you. Then we have a jabuticaba, one of a few. And this is the pitanga tuba, which was flowering a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what happened to the flower. Looks like it dropped off. Right, let me see. Yeah, I think the flower fell off. It's all right. Then we have Thai guava with a lot of new growth. Doing really well. Here's the reed avocado in full flower mode. These are all in pots, what I'm showing you. Everything's in a pot, even though this is in the ground. It's not in the ground, it's just resting. Okay? So, then we have a Bernica black sapote right there. Here is another avocado in a pot. It's the choquette, coming back with new growth, finally. This one here. That's my newest avocado here too, which I got 2 weeks ago from Ross Creek, the shepherd. Happy to have that. And I think I'm done now with avocados. I got all the ones and even more than I wanted. And then this guy here, which has got new growth. It's always great to see new growth on these exotics. See that? No, you don't. Hang on. Yeah. Anyway, this is the jambulan. One guy wanted to argue with me. It's not jambulan. It's not jambulan. It's he gave it the Indonesian name. Unbelievable. Guys, we're not going to use Indonesian, Nigerian or Sri Lankan names for this channel. Everything has to be in English. Okay? And that's got new growth as well. This is also known as jamun. Okay? Very happy to see this already waking up. Gee, the focus really sucks. But yeah, this is a great tree, this one. It grows into a big tree like that one up there. The native Australian tamarin, which is already 6 meters, almost 7 meters high. I kid you not. So this guy gets even bigger. I've got to put him in a really smart spot. Next is another cherry moya, and that one there is the cherry of the Rio Grande with extreme new growth. We might even get some cherries from this. It's going berserk. Right? You saw that a couple of weeks ago. Alright. We're pretty much done with a little nursery here. And here we have a few more. There was no room over there. This is the imbi, or African mangosteen, which survived. The other one is just about kicking the bucket. Then we have the aracha boy, right, from Brazil, which is, it's okay. It's got that those dry leaves again. Can you hear it? The same as the miracle fruit. Yeah, I don't know what causes that. It's like really, really, really dry. Dehydrated, and yet this is soaking wet. Go figure. Anyway, next is the capel, another exotic, rare fruit tree. I had 2 of these. Only this one survived. Remember, guys, when you buy these exotics, don't get 1, get 2 or 3. 1 capel survived and 1 imbi survived, but I have 3 more imbis coming. Yep, we're gonna get imbi to work here in Melbourne. We're gonna have African mangosteens fruiting in Melbourne. Mark my words. Next is the amla, right? I got another amla in the other greenhouse. This is the new amla, and it's doing really good. A lot of new growth on this, right? Coming along. And this one is the Maroochydore Gold custard apple, which was a bit of a letdown. That completely died back almost to the graft. It's got some life left on the top of the graft, maybe 3 inches, but the rootstock is what's doing well with all this growth at the bottom. Don't know, I might leave that if the graft completely dies. It's dead to here. It's dead right to there. So we'll see what happens. And then another cherimoya, the white, which lost all its leaves in the greenhouse over winter, but we replaced it with a second white cherimoya. We've got 2 of them. This will come back, it's fully alive. And then we have a dead, yep, there are some deaths in all this. A dead star apple, right? The Haitian variety. We're definitely not buying this one again. He spent the whole winter in the house with pampering, central heating, full window to get sun. He never felt the cold once, and yet that's what I got from him. Yeah, Kaimito doesn't like Melbourne. So the only other things remained in the greenhouse are all the dead, which I'm going to be throwing out soon. I'm giving them one last chance until the end of September, right? And next week, out. Coconut, compost. What's this guy? Oh, my cinnamon. I lost the cinnamon. Can you believe it? Look at this. Look at that. What the heck? Guys, the cinnamon didn't make it. I ordered another one, it's on its way. And the imbi. The second imbi that died, and the second capel. Right? That's what they look like when they're doomed. But, even though it looks like death, when you scratch it, looky. Hang on. There, look at that. It's green. This guy's alive, believe it or not. And that there is the heater. Oops, I forgot to show you. That's the heater that's been running the joint since May. Right? Without that heater, I would have lost about a quarter of the trees that were in here, the ones I showed you outside. Yep. So guys, that's the video. And that's the family. You're going to be seeing so much from these guys over the next 9 months until we're into fall again, which is around April, around Easter time. That's when they all go back, you know where. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you from the next video. I got a lot more to show you from the other greenhouse. Oh, you'll be seeing the jabuticaba next video. Good news from it. Yeah. I'll be doing also a video on the tropicals in here as well. Alright guys, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got a lot more fun and interesting videos on their way.